Well, hi everybody, and welcome back to Beetlenees Plays and another Train Life video. So before we move off, just like to say I hope everybody had a really good Christmas holiday and a Happy New Year to you all, and I hope the New Year goes well for you all. For me personally, I've had a couple of weeks off because of the Christmas holiday. As you've probably noticed if you've subscribed to the channel, I've not done a video for a couple of weeks. I've been taking some, like I said, some time off to spend with the family. But getting back into it now, and I'm hoping to get out some regular videos from this point forward. So yes, we are here at, you have to excuse my pronunciation, is it Amiens coal mine? I don't know. But I've picked up some coal and we are heading out to, if we have a look here, heading out to Stuttgart steel mill. And we're taking 7 wagons of coal, and we're also taking 5 empty wagons to just drop off there at the same time to make a little bit of extra money. So that's what we're planning on doing. It looks like we're travelling a little bit of night time at the moment, so we'll see if we get any daylight in towards the end. And what else was I going to say? Yes, in the options, I've still had to change my settings, and I have to do this every time. I have to turn VSync on because I like that to be on every time I come into the game. And what was the other one? Yes, it was the maps, wasn't it? So the the music volume, that was the other one. So the music volume I keep having to turn down because that keeps resetting to 100%, and I don't want the music on. And the other one was the GPS orientation, which likes to set itself back to map, which I don't particularly like because I like it to be pointing straight up, so as it were. Yes, so anyway, all unsafe progress will be lost. So are you sure? Yes, I want to come out of there. Yep, so right, let's get back into... Am I choosing the right one there? Are you sure? Yes, that's right, that's better. Okay, so back into the game, and we will get off. So handbrake off, and we'll get some acceleration on. And the speed limit is 50 at the moment. We've got blue lights ahead, so we are assuming that it is a clear track. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, I've not had that many hours on this game, so I am still learning it, still a little bit rusty here and there, still making mistakes. But that is what my channel is all about. It's about playing the game how you want to play it, and if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Because something we all do, isn't it? So okay, we've got now a speed limit of 100, so we will get the speed up a little bit more. Now, according to the lights at the bottom left, we have blue lights ahead at the next 2 signals, but I'm not going to rely on them, as 1 or 2 people have mentioned in the comments. I'm going to try and notice what the signals are ahead of me, which currently are saying green. Just going to reduce the speed a little bit though, or reduce the throttle slightly, so I don't make any silly mistakes, which is what I'm trying not to. Making mistakes are okay if you learn from them, but up to now I'm not particularly learning from them, I have to say, on this game. But I'm trying my best, and that's all anyone can do, isn't it? There's one thing I had noticed on this game, just getting to that pickup point, was every time I change engines, because I've got this new Lechner, is it the Lechner I've purchased, and every time I change ends ends, my windscreen wipers are on. So I don't know whether that's been a bug from the beginning or whether it's one that's been introduced recently. But yeah, every time I change ends, my windscreen wipers seem to be on. I'm sure it's not my imagination. We'll start getting the horn tooted here because there's an animal ahead. Let's get him scared off. That's great, we've scared him off. So that's him out of the way. Oh, this is actually starting to become daylight now, isn't it? So that's good. We'll get some better views. Zoom in a little bit. I do like this Lechner FZ18, if that's what it is. It's a nice train, actually. I know it's not one of the most powerful ones, but yeah, I much prefer it to that starter thing that we had. So I no longer have access to Amiens coal mine. I really do hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. My French isn't the best. In fact, anything but English isn't the best, to be fair. And even my English is a little bit suspect on occasion. Yeah, I like the fact this train is electric, and it seems to have a reasonable amount of pull on it, which I like. And you're not having to stop off for fuel, which just adds to the problems. So for those reasons, I like it. So coming up to a bridge zone. I love the terminology in this game. I really want to know what a bridge zone means. If you do know, please put it down in the comments. And while we're at it, I really wanted to grow my channel, which I only started a few weeks ago, for those of you that don't know. So if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. It would be really appreciated if you did, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Bridge zone has ended, which I'm really chuffed to bits with. Let's have a shot from outside, shall we? Although I have to be careful when I show outside shots, because I tend to get carried away and lose sight of what I'm doing, especially the speed, which is actually picking up. So I'm going to reduce the throttle a little bit. So I need to keep right at the next junction, and I have got that selected, but we will ease off a bit because it's looking like a little bit of a tight turn, and I don't want to derail. Backward shot. For anybody interested, I'm playing on GeForce now, and it's the RTX 3080 tier, which I've just learnt this week actually. In fact, I was going to put a little video out about it, that it's going to be upgraded. If you're on the RTX 3080, you are going to get a free upgrade to the RTX 4080, which is really good news. And even better news is the price isn't going up, or it isn't as yet anyway. It probably will at some point in the not too distant future, but for the moment it's staying the same price as the 3080, which is really good. And I'm also using, although it's playing on GeForce now is effectively like playing on a PC in a sense, I am using a controller. I like to give the information out because I do feel when I've watched other YouTube videos, I just like to know. I'm just going to take my speed off here. It's saying an approaching train is there, which I can see the banner in the distance there. So we'll just take it a little bit steady. So we've still got green lights here. Can't work out how far that train is away. I can't see it in the... Let's start getting the brakes on. Because it's saying we can't proceed. Well, that train looks like it's on the left track, so it looks like we're okay actually. That's fine. Hey, I've done something right! My God! Right, okay, let's get the speed back up. So the HUD's saying we've got blue lights for the next 2 signals, and that's saying 100k speed limit is coming up next, I think, from what I recall. That is what that means. If it's got a flashing amber. We will see if I'm right. The throttle back a little bit. So yes, as I was saying, when I watch other YouTube videos, I do like to know really. I wish people would specify more a little bit what they're actually playing on and what they're using, whether it be a steering wheel or controller, gamepad, keyboard, mouse, whatever. I just think it's nice to know, because it gives you an idea. If you're looking at perhaps purchasing the game, it gives you an idea as to whether you would want it or not, based on what you can actually use the game or you use with the game. Because if you're just used to controller and you don't like playing with a keyboard and mouse, you're not likely to want to buy that game. And if they're not explaining how they're actually playing it or what control setup they've got, you can't really make a decision based on that, can you? So I do like to explain at the beginning of my, well, at some point through my videos, exactly what I'm using. And it's a Game Pass, an Xbox controller, or a gamepad, is what I meant to say, is what I tend to use on my Nvidia Shield Pro. It's turned into a nice day, hasn't it? So the speed limit is going to be going up to 120, which is confirmed in the bottom right. And we've got 49 kilometers to go. Some cooling towers up in the distance. And it's going to drop back down to 100 again. There does seem to be a lot of speed changes in this game. I think I've mentioned it before. A little bit too many. I don't know. You know, he went from 100 to 120, and now it's going back down to 100 again. It just seems to be a little bit too often, I feel. I don't know why they've made it that way, but for me personally, it's just a few too many speed changes. It really does keep you on your toes. I'll just ease off a little bit here. Yeah, so we've got some nice big cooling towers over there. What have we got this side? It's just shrubbery, isn't it? Back on the throttle slightly. Some lovely scenery in this game. I will be getting back into some more Transport Fever 2, by the way, shortly, because that game is due for release on console in February, I think it was. So I will be doing some videos on that to demonstrate what the game looks like in 2023, and I am currently having to play it on using a keyboard and mouse though, because there's no way you can play it on a controller at the moment. But I did do another video on this, and I did explain on that video just quickly that in the update for the consoles they have developed a user interface specifically for controllers, and if you're playing it on PC, or like I am on GeForce Now, you're going to have the choice of playing it either on controller, or using a controller, or a keyboard. You've got the choice. And somebody did comment actually that on one forum or something they went on, some PC players were complaining, saying, it's going to hold the game back now it's on console and stuff like that. It's the mechanic, being able to use a controller and stuff like that, and it's like I commented back, if the choice is there, they're not changing it to controller full stop. The choice is yours, whether you use a controller or whether you continue to use mouse and keyboard. To be honest, I've got quite used to using mouse and keyboard now, so I'll probably keep on using that. But I think it's great that it comes to consoles. More games like that ought to come to consoles, because it's a shame. It's a shame that people that haven't got access to a PC have got the opportunity to play these games, which is one reason why I like GeForce Now, because it gives you that opportunity to play PC games without having to own a PC, a decent PC. And consoles are another way of enabling people to play games without having to have a PC, and it's a shame that a lot of games don't make it to console. And all credit to them for bringing the game to console. I think it's great. Let's get back inside. Still need to keep right. We've got blue lights, so we've got a clear track ahead. The speed limit's 120, so everything is looking pretty hunky-dory at the moment. We do have a bit of a bend coming up, although it does look tighter actually on the map, doesn't it, than it is in reality. So it's actually, is it 90 round to the right now, I think, isn't it? So let's just well, we're only doing 92, so we're okay actually, but I'm sure that sign said 90 as we turn right, which it is. It's showing down there. We've got a kilometre and it will turn to 90, so yeah, I read that sign okay then, didn't I? Is the tide turning? I'll probably do my next video and make a total hash of it, but sod's law, isn't it? So what did you all get for Christmas then? Did you get everything you wanted? I got a new headset, which is actually what I'm using now to record the videos. Really, it's the same as my my previous headset, which I've still got, because I use the SteelSeries Arctis to record videos or record my voice, and I had a set for my Xbox but didn't want to be constantly having to swap the USB dongle between different devices. So I asked for another headset, and I've got a white one this time, which looks pretty neat. I do like the SteelSeries Arctis. I think they're a decent headset actually for the money that you pay. And hopefully it's coming across pretty clear for you guys. Alright, we've got something happening here. There's a train up ahead. Saying we can't proceed, but it's looking from this point that he's on the other track again, but I'm just going to take it steady. Again, lesson learnt from before and all that. Although is it now looking like it's on this track? But I'm going at a reasonable speed. I know he's there, that's fine. Oh, he's going a fair old whack as well, isn't he? He's bombing along. At least we know we're okay, so we can get that speed up again. How far have we got to go? Just over 38 kilometres now. So let's get that speed whacked up. I love the blue lighting you get in this train as well. It looks quite well at night. In fact, it reminds me of my Euro truck, which I modded that up with a blue light inside the cabin, and it kind of looks similar. Quite like it. Yeah, since having GeForce now, I've got quite into micromanagement games. So I don't know whether any of you guys are into that and want to see more of that. As I said, I'm playing Transport Fever, but I've got one or two other games as well, which I've purchased over the Christmas period, which I may well get into, and I'm really enjoying them. Oops, let's get these brakes on. It's way too fast. Do I have to ask for permission at that one? I'm not sure whether I do or not actually, because I'm just bypassing, aren't I? Sorry, I keep having to brake off just to concentrate on where I'm going. Take the brakes off. So yeah, I bought a couple of games, but one called Cosmetia, and the other one is Space Haven, I think it was called. And yeah, I've only had a little look at them up to now, but looking like I could get really into those, to be honest. So I'll probably do some videos on those, and probably look at revisiting Railway Empire. I played a bit of that again on the Xbox, and I wouldn't mind getting back into that, so I'll probably look at doing some videos on that as well. But also, I mean, I've got lots of games on the go, to be honest. I want to get back into, I only did one video of, what was that space? I can't remember the name of it now. I started doing, yeah, I can't remember the name, it'll come back to me. But I only did one video of that. I only did one video of Gas Station Simulator. So Everspace, that's what I was thinking of. Everspace 2. Just did the one video of that. So yeah, I want to get back into all these videos I've started in the past and never carried on with. The Builder Simulator didn't get a brilliant response, but if anybody wants to see more videos of Builder Simulator, I'll do some of those. I quite enjoy the game, to be honest. I think it's quite a good game. Another series of games I bought was Total War Warhammer 1, 2 and 3 for GeForce Now. Because I remember playing those years and years ago, probably about 20 odd years ago. I was playing, was it Rome? Total War Rome, and absolutely loved the style of game on a PC I had at the time, and noticed that the Warhammer series had come out on GeForce Now, so I managed to get all 3 games in the sale, and yeah, really enjoying those. But I've got a problem with Warhammer 3 actually. I'm sort of wanted to go through the tutorial of it, and when I get to the big battle in the tutorial, I get about 5 minutes into the battle and it just freezes, and I can't work out whether it's a GeForce Now server issue. That's the message that comes up actually. It does say server issue, so that kind of makes you think, well, it's to do with GeForce Now servers. But having said that, it does it at the same point, more or less, within a minute. Let me just stop here. I've just had a red light there. So I'm just going to slow down as quickly as I can because I don't want any mishaps. It's still showing red. I'll ease off a little bit because I can't actually see the red light at the moment, but being prepared to stop. Passenger train going by. But yeah, looks like we're clear now. And we've got 31 kilometres to go. Looks like we're fine. We've got blue lights, so everything should be good. We've got 100k speed limit. So yeah, as I was saying, it happens at more or less the same point during this battle in the tutorial on Warhammer 3. This is Total War Warhammer 3. But it says it's a server error, but it just seems a bit peculiar to me that it would be a server error at exactly the same time in the game. I did play, I tried a standalone battle, and I got a similar situation there, whereas you're sort of 5 minutes into the battle and got a server error again. But I'm not getting this server error on any other games. As you can see, I've been playing this game now for, what, half an hour or so, and there's been no problems whatsoever. And I have played Total War Warhammer 1 for a fair bit, and I've had no problems with that either. So I seem to think it's a Total War Warhammer 3 issue. There's some kind of bug in the game, or the way it's working with GeForce Now is not quite working correctly. So it does, if anybody's listening, it wants sorting out, please, because it's rather frustrating and it's spoiling a good game. Now again, I'm not going to ask for permission because I'm assuming we're going to go on a through line. Yep, looks like that's the case. We've had no message come up with a fine anyway, so I'm assuming we're okay. The speed limit is in fact still 80, so yeah. This is just a through line, isn't it? So what have we got to go now? We've got 27.5 kilometres. We've got blue lights, so we should have clear track. What a glorious day. It's looking like autumn time. I was just looking at them cranes over there. I always wonder whether it was my imagination that they actually moved. I just wonder whether it was the, you know, the change in perspective as you drove past. But they do actually move, don't they? They move back and forth. We've got another red light up ahead. Now that's turned to clear track again. We will keep the speed down. I can see a red light up ahead, so I'm just going to apply those brakes just in case. I think that's on the other track though, isn't it? Yep. Cool. Right, back on our way. It does really help, and the advice was really good from some of the commenters to keep your speed down at times like this. It really does help. I keep saying that sometimes it can run away with you and you get a bit all fingers and thumbs, but obviously to give you more time, it's a simple matter of slowing down a bit. That's all you have to do, and that will immediately give you more time to react and do what you need to do and assess the situation. I have to say though, I had fun and games coming to pick this load up with the sat-nav. I'm still sure that the sat-nav just still doesn't work properly. It just seemed to be sending me around in circles all the time, and I ended up having to take a look at the bigger map and working the route out for myself because it was just sending me around in circles, literally. So yeah, that's still something that wants sorting out in the game, I think, the sat-nav. It's not been the prettiest route up to now, I have to say, though. I think there's better routes out there. Let's get outside for a bit, so you can see above this fencing. Ooh, stadium over there. It's a nice view. Oh, a bit of a church there or something. So 20 kilometres to go. We should be able to get the speed up a little bit soon. The next speed limit is 120. I know I'm doing 1 mile an hour over at the moment, but I'm taking a bit of a risk. It's gone down to 80 anyway, so that doesn't matter anymore. So we need to keep right, and we can now hopefully let rip a bit. But we can't because there's an animal on the track. As soon as you get the chance to speed up, you get something like an animal on the track. Typical. We're just over a kilometre away at the moment. It's difficult to see that lettering though, isn't it, against the sky? I know it's awkward, because if they did it in black and you're looking against some dark trees, you won't be able to see it then either, but it is just a little bit difficult to see. I suppose it helps if you zoom in a bit, get it positioned over something else. Start tooting the old horn. Come on, bugger off. Thank you. Bugger off, that's it. He's gone. Right, let's get the speed back up. More speed. Let's not get too carried away though. That's what I've done in the past. And ended up derailing. So we've got an 80 coming up next, so let's start to get that throttle back off. Plus we're going downhill. I think they've got the effect of the uphill and downhill good on this game as well. It does really look like you're going uphill or downhill. And I think they've got that spot on. Yeah, confirmed there by that flashing amber, which means a lower speed limit is imminent at the next block. So we'll just start to apply some brakes actually, because we're just not slowing down as much as I'd like. There we go. Still showing blue lights ahead, so clear track. Now I can see the sense in that speed limit there, because that was quite a sharp turn just back there, and if we'd have been doing 100 and odd there, you could quite well derail it on that bend, I would think. So I totally appreciate the lower speed limit on that one, on that section. Just after this bit it's going back up to 120 and we've got a clear track. This is a bit better scenery around here, isn't it? Just get out of the train a little bit. Nice cut through here. There's 100 speed limit coming up, so we'll just start to throttle back a bit. There's some little twists and turns in this particular section. We're going back uphill again. Let's get the throttle back on. Yeah, quite a steep hill actually. Quite a steep hill, so slowed right down and I've got full throttle. Throttle back now. Keeping right. Let's get back inside the cabin. So just need to be a little bit cautious here, according to that signal. Just get on the brake a little bit. Now we can see our destination now. But I suspect, I think, excuse me, we've got to go quite a way up. Oh, another train ahead. We've got to go up to come back down again, from what I recall. So again, taking it steady. I'm going to put the emergency brake on there, because for me we're not stopping quickly enough. So he definitely looks like he's on our track. I'm hoping he can get over. Still looks like he's on our track. Thing is, with the mist, I can't see if there's a crossing point up there. I'm assuming there is, otherwise it would surely would have had a stopping before this. But so what's going to happen? Oh no, he's coming straight towards me. How's that happening? So have I got to reverse here then? Oh, right, okay. So I need to reverse back. Well, I have to say, I've not had that before. So I suppose somebody's going to tell me that I should have actually changed over to the other track, which is what I didn't do. But then, why doesn't he change over onto this track now I'm out of the way? I just hope nothing's behind me. So it looks like he's waiting for us to go past, so that's what we're going to have to do, isn't it? So we just get past these points. And we will choose the other track. Oh no, he's gone now. I'm looking at what I'm doing and he's gone. Oh well, fair enough. If he's gone, that's fine. He's out of our hair. Yeah, I've never had that situation before. First time for everything. Okay. Right, so we are at 120 speed limit and we have a clear track ahead of us now. So let's, it's still saying to be a bit cautious though. So we'll get it up to about 100 and hold it around there. Yeah, so you can see on the mini map now that we're having, as I said, to go up to come back down again. But not too far to go now. Very nice weather effects at the moment. Loving that. Just get past this bit, we should be okay to get this speed up a bit more, I would think. The track seems to be straightening out a little bit more. And let's get this mission completed. Oh. Speed off. Why is he not speeding off? Oh, my controller's turned off, that's why. Oh, poo. Oh, no. Ah, I don't know what to do. Let me get my mouse. These things happen. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. No, can't even do it with my mouse either. Ah, sugar. I know I'm speeding because I'm trying to get me. I can't do anything, guys. I want to pause it, but I can't. I honestly do not know what I can do. I've been fined £500 now. Right. Oh, managed to save the day. Oh dear, panic stations. My battery just ran out on my controller. Can't believe it. Tell you, every time I play this game something happens. It's absolutely incredible. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to sort my controller out and I shall be back in a moment. Right, everybody, I've managed to get my controller sorted out and some fresh batteries. So anyway, I think I've gone through a red light, haven't I? I thought I'd gone through another red light actually, but I'm not entirely sure. I've just brought the train to a stop just for now. So just to gather my thoughts and to start recording the video again. So let's let's see if we can finish this off. I tell you, I'm absolutely fated with this game. I really am. Every time I play this game, something happens. I've never known a game like it. I've played games for, you know, computer games 40, 50 years, and this is really a game that I've never quite had this experience on before. It never ceases to surprise me. It really doesn't. I mean, obviously my battery's running out in my controller isn't really the game's fault, but it's just every time I play this game, it's like something happens like that. It's it's really incredible. But anyway, let's see what's happening here. He's waiting there, so that's fine. Right, that's good. So let's keep it steady anyway. You're not going to get too much speed up because we've only got 3 kilometres to go. So come on, gather your thoughts, Pete. Gather your thoughts. Right. Oh dear. It could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. At least I've only got a £500 fine. So what else could go wrong? Apart from getting knocked off the track by a bush. Okay, so we've got a less speed limit, slower speed limit coming up, I presume, here. Which is going to be either 100 or 70, depending on which way we're going. So it's... oh yeah, I can't remember which way around it was. Was it 70 to the right? I think it's possibly 70 to the right, isn't it? So... I'm going to ease the throttle back. See, the thing is, but when I'm on a piece of track like this and I'm doing this speed, I feel like I'm going a bit too slow. But the temptation is so much to start to speed up again, but I really do not want to do that. So we've got the steel mill coming up. We need to keep right. And here's the station here, isn't it? So steel mill, request access. That's good. And we want the drop off, don't we? There we go. Let's get this speed down again. All going to plan so far. Left all the way. Brilliant. In we go. Now I know we can stop anywhere on this bit of track, but I'm going to run it up to the end like you would in reality. Start to apply some brake. And job's a good one. Right. Handbrake on. Into the decoupling mode. And we need to separate those first, don't we? That's that one, confirm delivery. That's it. And finish. Or do we finish? Was that just done one? Wait a minute, let's press that. Oh no, that's fine. That's done that one. So what we've got here, recruit 2 leveled up. So we've got new dashboard accessories. And we've got some new train parts. Oh, and is that a new train as well? The FZ2150. Excellent. Okay. Now, I'm assuming those other wagons didn't come off. No. So still got to do them. So across to the right. No, wrong one. That's it. And confirm delivery. And finish. Brilliant. I've got £79,734 for that. Fantastic stuff, and we'll close all. Oh, we've got recruit 3 now. So we'll level up recruit 3. So we've got more new parts and an old style British telephone box. Fantastic. Right, well, we made it safely in the end, didn't we? I'm well chuffed with that. I'm making a bit of progress, apart from my controller dipping out on me, but you know. These things happen. It was a bit panicky at the time, but I was just really fearful that it was going to go a little bit astray and I was going to derail and the whole mission would have been a complete waste of time. But no, it all came good in the end. So anyway, guys, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Remember to please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel, so if you're not a subscriber already, please do so and give the video a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And we will catch you on the next video. So see you soon. Bye for now.